Näe, võin küll.
ei, ma ei tea. Kõik see uued.
Jaa, sa võid äkki selle lingiga postitada, selle streami lingi, kui sa viitsid. Thanks. Okay, so I think we can start. Today we're going to learn some small resolution pixel art, because the bigger the resolution on pixel art, the more it is like digital painting. And with smaller pixel art, you have more like more pixel artsy rules for it. So it's really good to know art theory before doing pixel art, but you don't have to, because some of the rules aren't just applying on it. And you don't have always to just do like the rules say, but to break the rules you should still know them. It's like Picasso said that yeah, he can like really paint like in classical painting style, but he did it like for a really long time, and after that he began to make this really weird stuff. But yeah, so usually I'm making pixel art in Photoshop, but it's really hard to set up. I put a link also in this down here, where you can like there's a Photoshop pixel art setup. If you already know Photoshop, then it's good to use it, but then you have to just throw some of the stuff away, and also Photoshop tries to make everything look like fancy, and it ruins all the pixel art. So you have to just make some changes in the program. But after that I used graphic scale, it was a really good program a few years back, but right now I think Piskel app is like a newer and better version. It's funny how pixel art is like never aging. It's always in it's always popular, but the programs could age. The main thing about pixel art is that it relies much in aesthetics. Aesthetics and graphics are two different things. Graphics is like more fidelity, more detail, more like special effects, but you can't have this when you have pixel art. So we're just you have to just stylize everything. You have to like create the visual style for yourself to make your pixel art look good. So let's start. And if you found this page, piskelapp.com, it's also in this file I posted on the pixel art workshop. Then here you can put create sprite, and it takes you to the program. It's really easy to use. You can use your mouse, or you can use a graphic tablet, or just a regular tablet and do it with your like finger, just draw. It's really easy to use. And all the basic tools you need to make pixel art are in here. So, so there are the basic tools in here. The pen tool, obviously, and paint bucket tool are like in Paint, and eraser. Also, the tools for making shapes and lines are really effective. And these are the basic ones we will use. Also, all the selection tools we have here One is magic wand, lasso selection, and rectangle selection. We're going to talk about them later also. And for our pixel art, here are all the preferences, and just look up. Here is resize. Look, if it's 32 by 32. Right now we're doing like really low resolution pixel art. And we have also to set up these colors we're going to use. It's under the palette. You have to put like create a new palette in here, and then you can you already have black that we're going to use, but you can add some new colors. Just add one random color you like. It should be like vibrant, or and then you can add one a bit darker version, and one a bit lighter version of this color. And these are what you're going to use for shading. Like this. Okay, that's enough for now. We're going to use only one color right now. So you save it, and you have your palette in here. So we're going to do some easy little exercises, and after that we're going to make our own characters. So first thing, take the black color and the pen, and just make a spiral like a 6 or something. And then you can, if it doesn't look good, you can try it again with Ctrl+C. It's like a digital artist's best friend. Just use Ctrl+C a lot. So make one like this, and the other one inside it, so it's like this kind of thingy, or something like that. Okay, now we're going to do like, it doesn't look well right now. So in here we can see a small version of it. So the size preview, right now it's original. We should put the full size preview. Then we can see it. Like if you see your design from, if you see it like a smaller version of it, you can see what's wrong with it. So the first thing what's wrong is like those lines are a bit jagged or like weird. So one thing you could do is take an eraser tool, and everywhere where you could erase a pixel and it doesn't break the line, you should do it. Then it's like all the lines are one, like the thickness is only one. And if you break the line, then you can just use Ctrl+C or something. Yeah, that's the first way to just make your lines look better when you have done it by hand. If you have done it by line tool or any other shape tool, then they will look a bit better, but yeah, there are limits you can do with those tools, so yeah. And now you can already see even more if you have some weird stuff going on in here. Like in here there's some, it doesn't look really well, so you can just move the pixels around with the eraser and or something. One way to make like really beautiful lines, I'm going to add a new frame just to show you, is you can use like patterns. You can do lines like 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Oh, wait, 2. It looks better than like doing just this kind of thing. Well, if you like 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Then it's like half a square. 2, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, just repeating. Or it could be like some other stuff like 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, or 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, or something like that. It makes stuff look better. But right now, on this, I don't think it's too bad. So I'm going to just here. I'm going to color it with a paint bucket, and I'm going to use the middle color. That's not the light or the dark color, just the middle one. And just paint it. And then I'm going to add some lightning and some darker parts. So you always have to have like there's a direction to where the light is coming. So maybe my direction for the light is like this, and for the dark parts are always like opposite of the light parts there. So I'm going to take my dark color and just color some pixels in the edges. So it's just, yeah, like this. Also, wait, why did I use the dark? I wanted to make the light come from here. Yeah, and all the other parts as well. Like, that's why we made this kind of thingy, so you can like just see how the light could go for these. Yep, or something like that. Also, for the dark part, you can just add also just in the second direction, same way. In this program there is also a cool tool that's called lighten in here. If you hold Control, then it's darkening stuff, but it's kind of harsh sometimes, so you could like I'm just doing some, and it makes things more interesting, like but it's a bit hard to use at first. Also, yeah, if you hold the Control down, you can make darker parts. So this is already looking a bit better. The thing with pixel art is that usually the big empty spaces that have only one color look a bit like dull, or don't look like so interesting. So you could like always add some, some texture or some lines or something on it, and it's just, if you look, and if you're making something, just always look at the like smaller version of your stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's the first thing. How are you doing? So you can now add another frames. I think you have all the basics done already, but there are some tricks. You can take the rectangle tool, maybe no, not this one, do it with black, and make it like this. So it's really easy, the same way to make like something look better. The first thing is like this doesn't look so good. You could like maybe take away the corners. It already looks a bit better. It's the way they use it usually in all the pixel art. So it's just one pixel in here. Just not breaking the line, but you don't have the corner pixels. So the same way you can just paint it, and with lighter color you can just make these parts lighter and these parts just make the shadow. And if you have like this shape where these two parts are colliding, then you can use the middle color again on them, so it looks like this. And this already looks quite good to me. It's like a button or something. You can add some stuff on it. And also so I'm making a circle now, and I think for this we should add one more color, so we have like 4 different hues of color in here. So you have to manage this palette, then take one color and add a new one and just make it even lighter maybe. Okay. With pixel art there's this thing you should like, before you're going to do textures, you should do the lightning parts. So just paint your thingy, then add the darker part in here maybe, and add more of it. And the lighter part you can add like in here, maybe there's a reflection or something. And then just one more color. So yeah, after you have done this, you can just add some more. Oh, you can duplicate the frames in here. Duplicate this frame, you can push it here. So we have 2 of these, so we can make them different. So if we want to add some texture, usually, I don't know, people think you should just, I don't know, start like putting some stuff just on it, but basically the texture is like you make these lines like where the light is changing, you make them different, so you like blend them outwards or inwards. So like if I wanted to make this wall like Oh, also another great tool in here is paint all the pixels in the same color. If you want to just change the outline to some color, maybe, then you can like just do it this way. So it paints all the pixels in this color. But it does for, yeah, if you hold Control, it's for all layers and frames. But you can just use it for one. So yeah, if we want to make this ball, I don't know, maybe kind of like furry ball, then we can just blend like these outwards, and the next color as well. Also taking some color in like as well from the last one. This like works whatever kind of texture you want to give for this thing. It also already looks like it's kind of. I can go out of the lines also like. Now it looks like it's like a ball of fur or something. And if you feel like some of the parts are too empty, like in here, you can fill it with the next color a bit. Maybe you can just add some squares on it. So that's the way you could do with like, you could do different stuff. You could like add some, I don't know, maybe some scales on it or something like this. Just always using the next color, like the lighter color or the darker color. And with the darkest color you could just go under these or between these like cracks. You could expand the darker colors also if you would like it, make it like more three-dimensional or something like this. I don't know if it does look like scales, but it looks kind of like, I don't know, so weird. silmad päris vähe ongi ja kui sul see siin segab, siis sa saad selle nagu alla tõmmata, siis ta ei liigu.
Päris äge oli.
Jah.
Nagu tegid mingisugune uus kujunemine.
iseenesest saab neid asju leieritena ka teha, lihtsalt peaksime hakkama sinna leieritena. Kui neid eraldi leieritena võtame, siis me hakkame hakkama. Ma arvan, et see on. Jah, see võtab meelde siis. Mul on see kopid, valid need, aga see kopid, tulid nende nagu. Jah, ma mingi tühjad leierid jäävad sinna, aga kui sa võid nagu need kopeerida sinna teised taha, mis jah, ma nägin selle lähke ja tõesti nüüd ei ole väga parenet päevaval see leierid ma ei tea, mis on niimoodi, aga tegelikult ei peaks nagu erinema neid asju. Ma lihtsalt näitasin praegu, ma räägin neid saatus. Ja lihtsalt näitasin. Siin on siin saad salestada. Ja alla kuulata saab salestada ära. Jah. Yeah, so basically all of this just takes some patience. Yeah, okay, so I think we can now save this file. We can like save it in our computer, or we could, I think you could also do like, you could just sign in here and then you have a user and you can save it to the cloud. But yeah, you can also export from here your design as a GIF maybe. And also this program is good because you can like export your files to sprite sheets that you can use in your games. And the only thing bad like this program doesn't have is like stuff to make tile sets. So there's no like tiled view where you could like just see if your pieces, like I don't know, different like pieces you're making of the world if they are like going together well or not. This is one thing that this program doesn't have. Other thing that it doesn't have is like transparency. It has like total transparency, but it doesn't have like 50% transparent stuff on it or something like that. So these are the only things that are missing, but sometimes are quite handful things. So you could like use some other programs for doing pixel art, and also in this like in here I put the list down here where the most popular pixel programs are. People are just voting what's good and what's bad. Yeah, the graphics scale is like third place, this one that I used a lot. But I won't recommend it right now because even the Piskel app has more stuff right now. You could also get the offline version of Piskel. You could download it for Windows or Linux or 6 or yeah. And okay, so I will save my Piskel file. Just put save as Piskel here, and I will make another one. I will create the sprite, and now I think we are ready to make our characters. So I want you to make some kind of a character that's kind of like an animal. It could be like a monster, or it should have like a few features like I don't know, horns or claws or whatever. But if you want to make a good character design, then there shouldn't be like much stuff going on. So if we look at Sonic here, basically he's just a blue hedgehog that has trainers, and the spikes he has are like really simple, just a few spikes because he's a small sprite, and if you just try to make like many spikes it doesn't look as good. So if you're just creating a character, you should just not have too much detail, only the important stuff. And then you could think about what on your character is big and what is small. Like if you see at Sonic, he has really big legs because those are important, also big head. Usually small pixel characters do have big heads. So in here you can see all the characters are interesting because they have like this square shape or like just round shape, and maybe some parts of them are like really interesting because like this guy has like huge hands and just really slim legs in here, really huge hands in here, really small legs. Could be really like big legs or whatever. But right now I just want you to make some, take some like animal or a monster, and then just try to do the outline right now. So I'm starting. Well, I'm going to make a cat, obviously. So I'm going to make a big head so I can fit some more details in the face. That's a good way to start. So make sure that you have 2 pixels from each side, just free, so you could have some room to animate your character, and just make it quite big so it fills the whole work area. So I'm going to start, yeah. And if you don't like some stuff, then just go back and try again. It's You could add some legs to it, or maybe it could have wings if you wanted. It's a bit harder to do a character with wings, but if you feel like you're up to it, you could have like 2 legs or 4 legs or whatever. Right now we're just doing the outline. So this is my first rough outline, and now I'm going to fix it the same way we did with the first spiral thing. I'm going to remove some pixels that I feel that are too much for. You can all do some corrections if you would like to. Also, if you feel like some parts are a bit off, I think like this ear is not in the place I want it to be, so I'm just taking the lasso tool and I'm just taking this thing, marking it, and then I can move it, I think, with shift down. Yes. So right now the basic outline is the thing we're going to only add. Also, it's quite good for this small kind of characters to make them quite rounded, not to make them like too thin.
Obviously.
ei, see alguses ei peagi väga hea välja. See viimistamine väga palju.
ta lihtsalt kerjab kapuutsi praegu, aga ma ei tea, kuidas kapuutsi kerjab.
Nüüd ei pea nii suur olema, aga jah, veita võib ka, sellepärast on väga suur peateema jooksul.
Seda ei tea.
terava otsa, ma vaatan terava otsa, mis siin tuleb.
See on jah raske. Siis peab, jah, igas suunas ei saagi. Ja on jah. Igas suunas ei saa.
Üle.
Selles mõttes, et see on jälle lahendatav kuidagi niimoodi, et võtta selle outline'i nagu tugevust saab ka muuta, sest on nagu, ma ei tea, siis ma ei tea, halliga teha ka nagu otsa kohti, et siis teine asi on plokk välja mõnda vaata. Kui sa teed nagu heledama mustaga nii-öelda, siis ta näeb natuke kergem välja selles mõttes.
Põhimõtteliselt need pole sama värvi, mis siit saab.
Jah, see võib natuke lahti jah, aga siis sa võid nende vahelise värvi ka, et pärast kui me nagu teeme tumedalt, siis võib nagu hästi tumedalt osalise. Seda peab vist pärast värvimisel lahendama, kui sa tahad kindlasti neid teravaid otsa saada, siis saab küll, aga lihtsalt siis peab nagu vahepealt värviks. Kas see? Ahah, jah. Küll seda välja juba nii võrmideks. siit ta tuleb välja, vaata, muidu ta oleks vaata siin ümber, aga siis mõtle, et siin on nagu siin läbipaistvad ja need ei saa lihtsalt tagasi ja nagu ümber sellest muidu tuleb sellised ümaraks. Selle jaoks nagu midagi, et see on nagu selle jätkus tegelikult. Miks?
Mul on suur probleem, et ma tahaks seda teha.
Nii, siis võtad need ära.
Võtavad liiga kaks.
See on pikkuvalt probleem küll, mida väiksem see resolutsioon jõudnud kirjalist nagu välja mõelda, sest nagu teed ühelt poolt pikselist mõtlegi vahevärvidega saab, seda saab pärast varjutustega ja asjadega saab tunduda. Jah. Okay, so I'm going to add some small elements to my, this character. I'm going to add some really small eyes and the mouth. Also, some shortcuts. So on the palette there's numbers, so if you want to use different color to do something, then you can just press number 2 or 3 or 4. And also right now we have like primary and secondary colors, and our secondary color right now is blank, like transparent. So if you use like your right mouse, then you can just erase with your right mouse. It makes things easier. Okay, so I'm going to add a new color. The color I'm going to use for my character in the palette. The same way, right now I'm just doing the 3 colors, like darker and lighter, like we did. Right now I'm going to use only one color because I personally like to shade after I'm done animating my character. So if you think like, oh, this color isn't fitting, then you can always just paint it over with the paint all pixels of the same color tool. Also, in the transform selection, there's this button that is align image to the center. So if you press it, it takes your design and puts it in the center. Also, to know if your character is looking good or like spotting some mistakes of the character, then you can just flip it with this. And here there's a flip button. So if you flip it, some of the stuff may seem a bit odd. So you just can. Also, you can put another color for your secondary color, so you can just, if you right click another color, then you can just use it while right clicking. So you can just use 2 colors at a time. piirida.
Ma nii vaatan seda.
Aga nüüd on veel piiri.
Jah. See oleneb sellest, mis topad jah. Et see on selles mõttes, et valge või Eestis ta lihtsalt oleneb neid podcast'ist.
Tükkel on piirne.
Mis?
Testel on piirne.
Piirjooni üks tingimata ei pea.
Ei pea jah, tegelikult üldse ei pea piirjooni tegema, lihtsalt see on kõige lihtsam viis nagu.
Praegu võib lihtsalt siin peaks rohkem Piskel tulema, et näidata seda.
See on küsi probleem jah. Aa, just on noos.
Noh, ta ütleb, et tuleb palga siit poolt.
Ta ei pea nii hea.
Aga see ongi see, et
võib seda keskmine tume olla, kui see piir on, siis see piir saab eraldi nagu, ta võib veel väljas, ta võib tumedam olla kui ülejäänud, aga ikkagi ta võib saab olla. Jaa, võib küll ja mõned teevad kunagi ka, et piir on, aga siis on hästi hele seal, kus valgus on veel heledam ja selles, kus on tume, siis on tumedam. Või siis, selles mõttes piir on sellised väikestel projektidel lihtsalt näeb hea veel ja aga see ei pea nii hele olema.
Tausta läbi paistab.
Tausta ära näiteks.
Teeksid esimesi pikselised pärsi taust ära.
Ei ole. On jah. Ma tean, kui sa halli ei taha kasutada, siis just näed väga üksus.
Ei, see on see, et kui sa paned suvelist tausta pärast, siis on see, et sul kõik värvid muudab, värvid hakkavad näitama.
Seda küll ja siis see on küll, et kui sa tahad nagu näiteks, ma ei tea, tegevust metsataustal teha, siis teed rohelise peale, siis seda on enda välja.
Mis rääkis sellega, mul on, oleks nagu siin ka nakatud teist oleks näha nagu seda rohelist taustamist teise leiada.
Kuskil räägis rohkem, kuidas me rohkem, asun background näeb, äkki see sobib siis olla. Jaa, näed, see sobib siis olla. See ei taha valgelt, siis sobib, jah, võib.
Mis on rohelist mida?
Aga isegi värviga, aga see ei pea sama.
Kuidas on saanud?
Layer ei ole suurt praegu ei paista. Ma ei tea. Kus siis ilmselt. Green screen.
Okay.
pixelation, like this, to be network and this space here.
Okay, I think we could like try animating it now. I'm going to add. I think I'm going to add some labels more. I'm going to add one more color for the character because it's not so interesting looking. So yeah, adding a bit color, maybe like some really different color could just make your character really like pop out. So yeah, I'm not going to shade right now because I'm going to add some like special effects afterwards. So I'm shading it afterwards. So this is my cat character, whatever it is, purple cat character, and I'm going to animate it now. And for that I'm going to add some new frames. I'm going to duplicate these frames, and I think we should do like four frame animation because it's a small sprite and it doesn't need so many right now. And the first thing I'm going to do is like I'm going to see how I'm going to wait, I didn't leave enough room. Okay, whatever. I'm going to move my character a bit. I'm going to just select my character and then with shift I'm going to move it. So I'm going to make it like the main movement, so it goes up and down, and if I want to make it really like jumpy, I could so it's up. I'm going to make it go up like 2 times. So now it does this kind of thing. So it goes, it's like in the middle. It's in the middle in here, so it goes up, up, down, and the last one is the first one. But if you don't want to make it like so jumpy, you can just make it up, down, up. Or you could, if it's like a slug, it's moving forward, you could just like take this and move it in the next frame. Just here, you could just move it around, like it could go like this, or whatever, like around in motion, whatever you like. So, yeah. Up. Oh, and I sometimes do this error that if I'm not using the shortcuts and just you can, I think, change the frame you're looking at by like pressing down or up. But if I'm just pressing here, I might just delete the frame, and then then I'll be kind of confused, because it's really easy to just delete by accident. So don't do this. Võtad selle siin peale vaatasin. Seda jäi ka uuesti vaatama, siis saab muuta neid. Ja kui see niimoodi, tema liigub niimoodi, siis sa saad selle sisse panna, see on onion skin. Siis paned sa sisse, võet näiteks selle siin. Sa näed viimast kaadrit läbi nagu, ja sa saad muuta. Ja siis kui sa paned siia peale, hakkad joonistama üle, siis sa näed seda eelmist kaadrit vaata siin all, ja siis sa saad selle järgi tähendada. Siis see liikumine on sujuvam, kui sa näed millest. Liigub küll nii.
Kuidas seda eelmist paari sai näha?
On näha?
Jah.
Seda mõtlesid. Sa mõtlesid seda sinna?
Ma mõtlesin seda, et ma saan uut kaabrit siia seda. Kuidas ma saan seda vana kassi sinna?
Võeti seda. no nii on skin, sa paned seda eelmist nagu kaadrit, siis sa saad nüüd üle joonistada, kui sa tahad. On küll onion skin, aga siis sa pead selle üles leidma kuskil menüüs on olemas. Seal peaks olema selles õpetatud, mis ma panin. Seal õpetab, kuidas Photoshopi ette valmistada pikselkunsti tegemiseks. Sest muidu ta hakkab igasugu teised asju tegema. Ja on küll, on nii kaadrid kui ka onion skin, see on kõik olemas, aga seal on lihtsalt nii palju muid asju ka olemas, et see on natuke seda lihtsalt see ei tähenda liigutada? Okei, see teeb nagu ülemisse poole vist, jah? Tema muidugi liigub muidugi ratastega.
Ma tegin rattad liikumas. Mõtlevad, et üks mõte osad siia. Mõtle selle peale.
See võtab kuidagi, jah, kõik küll, jah, tõesti. Ja siis sa teed nagu midagi värgilise, mida on näha, et on iga kaart. Siis on nagu parem näru saada. Sa ei tahtnud teda tervist? Või tervist liigused? Jah, seda ma mõtlesin, kui ma tulin ka enda oma aine kübama, et räägin muutliimide asjadega. Saad mõne selle? See oli shifti peale, siis liigused enda.
Tegelikult niimoodi.
Seda, et ta peab liikuma aastat, aga tervest ega ei taha liikuma. Siis ta nagu valid teisel kaadril näiteks järgmine kaartikas on ju. Ja siis võid shifti peale, et seda läheb pikslide korra seda. Nii, ja siis teed viimasel ka. Oda. Jah, millegi pärast. Okay, so I put the basic movement down, and I'm going to just animate the legs and all of the other small details on the cat, like its fur and everything. And then I'm going to add some special effects also, because it's really fun to do some special effects or like transformations or magic or something like that, or with pixels. So okay, I'm going to just animate the legs one by one, and not looking at anything else. In here I have like 4-frame animation kind of thing. You can just see it's first thing is just straight, then wait, it's okay, it could be back, arched, front, straight. So back, arched, front, straight. Just doing this way, these all of the legs. So if one is going to do like this and this leg first, the same way, and these are yeah. I'm just doing it roughly, even if there are some little errors, I can just change them later. So right now I have, on the first frame I have back. Now I'm going to do the arch. Okay, I have finished 2 of the legs ones, so it's back arched, front and straight. Yeah, and I'm going to do the other ones too.
ma peaks proovisima jälgida. Mul on nagu raske.
jah, siis sa võib-olla peaksid natuke kaadreid vahele tegema veel siia. Seda läheb natuke liiga kiiresti. Et sa näiteks ongi niimoodi, et sa näiteks teed selle kaadri näiteks selle kaadri ja selle kaadri teed nagu mõlemad topelt, kui teed ühe uue. Proovi tee siia veel üks kaader näiteks. Nii, nüüd võta see kaader siin ja muuda see nende kahe vaheliseks, vaata, sest sul on nüüd see, nüüd pane nagu ta oleks siin kahe vahel, siis ta on nagu nende kaadrite vahel, siis ta liigub nagu sujuvalt nagu uss, vaata, ja siis siin järgmises vaata selle jätad alles ja selle teed nagu nende vahel. Ja siis selles mõttes muidu on päris hea, mis ta on uss juba. Ta liikumine on liiga siin pakiline. Jah. Ta võib siis üksil paista vaata, ta võib nagu külje pealt tähe silmaga vaadata. Et üksil paistab, et mingi. Lihtsalt sellisele suurele liikumisele oleks vaja nagu väga palju tohiks rohkem teha nagu paari tükse liikumist korraga, sest muuta siis kulmata. Jah. Seda kui seda ja siis seda juurde. Praegu tal jalad läheksid nagu ülevad üksteiseks. nagu üks jalg muutuks teiseks jalaks, jalad läheksid nagu ette niimoodi.
They're merging.
Nagu sellised sagid võib-olla ei ole nii head, kui teil peaks. Ta on kõik seda joonistega tegid üle. Jah, nagu on parem. Lähevad liiga järsult see asi kuidagi. No lihtsalt see väiksest ülööstamist. Korraks läheb
tagasi nagu voolata.
Ja ma tahtsingi edasi rääkida liikumise suunas, siis kui ta liigub kuskil suunas, siis jah, need piksed ja mingid otsad näiteks võivad nagu gravitatsiooni või seda võivad nagu teises suunas liikuda. Aga siis vaatame probleemi, kui sa liigutad. Need järgmist kaardid ka.
See oligi see.
Ja ta peaks...
Nagu eelne selle ei matchi.
Ja ei matchi. Sinne kaadrisse seda juurde. Nagu üle 2 nagu pipsi väga palju vist ei tohiks liikuda.
Jah, aga olgugi väga... See on üks kõik see.
Läheb lihtsalt... Point on selles, et läheb esimese juurde tagasi.
See on need piksid ja selle võid nagu ümber siit pealkessid täpselt teed nagu ringi ümber siit kaugemalt nagu, aga siit võtad kõige koht niimoodi väga ja siis nüüd üle shift'i pealt ja siis saad liigutada seda
ja ma tean, et teen niimoodi, siis pead etterittel siin programmis kahjuks võetud, sest tagasi ja ta ikka ei näita seda siis seda teise tuuli võtmist, ta näitab mingi asja, sest ma ei tea, miks programmis on, aga ma ütlesin vähemalt, et sa näed ka hästi liiga. Aga jah.
Põhimõtteliselt mõtlesin, et võiks aeglasemalt tippu ja võiks mõnedest persoonile
sa võid, jah.
Aga oleneb, mis muusika selle taustaks läheb.
Ja, siis muusika. See on ka võiks alati, kui ma käin proovi mingid asja, siis tuleb kogemata mingi asja ja siis ma olen okei, animatsioon, siis sa võid teha. Seda võiksid teha valgusega, kui ta liigub edasi, siis valgust tema peal mööda vaatama, siis kui on valgus vaata, siis vaadata sinna, siis näeks nii vähe välja, nagu liigub lampidest mööda. Võiks olla nagu siin kaare peal, siis siin üleval ja siis siin ees vaatama. Fancy. Jah. Ma tegin jah, see oli üles, alla. See on hada. Jah, üks oli üles, teine oli üles. Siis oli see. See peaks olema teine, kolmas või üks veel üles. sellise suure visuaalatiga on see ka, et on näiteks hea joonistada alla juba see põhjoonistussketš, et siin on leierimine, kui sa paneksid üle leieri ja siis umbkaudselt siia alla joonistaksid, siis võib-olla seda oleks kiiremini, sest kui sa hakkad väidetada keskkonna, siis selleks on vaja nelja kaarti. See kõigi kaarti? Okei, seda mõne kaarti. Siis teised võiks olla mõõta. See on nelja kaarti. Ja siis seda kõige. Proovi. See on see kõige veelgi. Ta on nagu, jah. Aha.
I had an important question. Yeah, but I have a question. How to choose between
well, it's like if you have just if you want like really hard lines, like thick lines, then you can do this one too. But if you want it all to have like one line, then this is not so good. If you're using this, then you can use it in other places too. Then you can maybe make in some places like two line
So basically,
yeah. Well, we have already.
difficult when it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not the best movement like animation I have done, but I did it quick. So right now he's walking, so I'm going to add like all of like her tail and her, I don't know, whiskers and stuff that's going to move counterly to the movement, the whole body movement right now. So if the cat is going down, then the whiskers are going up. So I'm going just to maybe select them and move them a bit, or then just select the whiskers and then move them. And if I feel like it doesn't work that way, then I'm going to just draw over it. Like if the movement isn't right this way, I'm going to goes up and whiskers are going down. So this is my cat. Yeah, I added some movement to the fur and also some sparkles or whatever, stars or something. One thing you can do also, if you would like to make this movement really cool looking, you could like add the last. You could have like 2 frames at the same time, so it looks like motion blur. So you have like under maybe this frame, the cat in here, you have like the last frame's cat too. I can just maybe select it. And then I will just make another layer and put it in here. Wait. What's this one? So yeah, it's basically all. So I put some of the rules in here. If you make a character, you can keep it simple, put only the important details, and then afterwards you can add some stuff, but it's a better idea to add stuff later. And also you could like stick to few colors, to a restricted palette, because if you have like really many different colors on your design, then it's going to look really cluttered, and you can't understand where the little details, what they are. And you can see this cat is like a whole character because it's mostly one color. I also gave these outlines a little purplish tint with the paint all pixels tool. You don't have to do this, but if you would like, you could try it out. Take the dark black and just I just added this dark color to it. So, and also there's all the tools, like really basic tools. If you want to make some longer lines, then you should really use the line tool or use repeated patterns I talked about. If you're doing the pixels, then they won't look so bad. Then light and shadow is the most important thing. Then in here I put step-by-step lines, color, animation. Then it's good to do lights and shadows and texture and effects like after that. You could do animation in the ending, like it depends what do you want to do. But the basic thing how to make stuff look cool is like yes, this way blending all the different lights together. So if you just take a ball and try to just, I don't know, I think you could like make it this way, then it doesn't look so good. But if you're just using the different colors and bringing them in to each other, then it's a better idea. Yeah, and also oh, okay, I didn't talk about anti-aliasing. It's like if you have this this character and you feel like the edges shouldn't be like this. They should be like smoother and look nicer. Then you can just add like in the outside as well. Like you can add in the inside the darker colors. Okay, I just make this go a little bit smaller. No, this one. Yes, in the inside of these lines. But as well, if you have like this blue background, okay, I will just put this animation off. If you have this blue background, you can take color that's between this color and the blue color, like purplish blue, and then just do the outlines like this. Okay, it's not looking so good. Again. Okay, still not the right color. Okay, now it's a bit better. Just in the corners. So if you look at the smaller picture, then it might look a bit like better. Like you can't see it in here, but you could see it like in here. Yeah. So it's blending with the background a bit. It's a bit a blurry effect, but well, if you don't want these lines to look so crisp, then yeah, you can add them everywhere you would like. And also, yeah, cartooning characters and basic shapes in this is really good idea to make these characters really simple, and then animating part by part and cutting and moving parts separately. That's the way I did it. Okay, and yeah, I think that's basically it. And I'm going to look around a bit more for your works and give some feedback.
Also, there was a request to share a video.
Yes, I did it in the event. Nii, ahah, aga on juba parem küll jah. Jah, sa saaksid teha, mis sa saad teha, saad nad kopeerida nüüd tagasi ka, et ta liiguks tagasi sinna esimesse positsiooni, aga ma ei tea, kas see oli siin, kui sa nagu võtaksid 7, siis muudaksid 1, siis muudaksid 6 ja siis muudaksid 9. Ma ei tea, kuidas ta, saad aru, on ju, kopeerid nagu lõppu neid niimoodi, et viimane esimene oleks sama, et nüüd hüppatasid tagasi. Äkki töötab, ma ei tea, ma ei ole päris kindel, aga võib-olla töötab nagu tagasi, siis ta võib-olla liiguks tagasi ka. ma algasin vist niimoodi. Lihtsalt 8. siis kopid, kopi siit selle peale ja siis tõstad selle 10. edasi nagu saad ära, pistad selle, võtad kinni, tirid selle sinna alla. Aad ei ole vist. Oi, aad läks selle peale. Need on kõik ühesugused. Need on ühesugused.
Ja 3 tükki on ka
okei, 7. oleks pidanud. Ja see on eelmine, on ju. 7. oleks pidanud tegema hoopis. Selle pära, kus sa võtad. Jah, nüüd see 7. siis teed kopid, ei kopi enne. Oota. Proovin. Kuidas sul on need siin? See ei peaks olema. See. Mis seda on? Siis. Eelmine. Seda või? Nii. Ta hakkab, aga sa võid pärast muuta veel teda natuke vaata, et sipake kui ei, milline järgmine oli? See on mitu järgmine. Hästi palju praegu on see. Nii.
Ei, selles
Aga ta nagu liiguks edasi nagu selles mõttes. Sa võid nagu näed, ta liigub nagu ei tea niimoodi. Vaatab vahel. Jah, siin peal läheb vaata järsku natuke teisel poole sellepärast, et sul ei ole ruumi vaata selle jaoks, on ju.
Valgus üldse ei teada seda tee.
Sellised asju ongi üsna keeruline teha.
Üldse, et läppi tegema, et kuidas uss nagu järjest niimoodi kaob ära, siis mõttes see parem
Kas on esimene võtke selle esimene?
Jaa. See viimase ma varem korraldus üldse.
See on küll kasulik.
Kindlasti sai. Et ma sain nagu aru, mis ma valesti tegin.
Võib-olla need äärejooned rääksid vaata seda nokitsemist, et küll neid topelt neid mõnes kohas näiteks, ma ei tea, minikaader siin näiteks vaata. Ei, selles järgmises äkki. Vaata seda.
Siin ma tegin näo, tegin nagu... Vaata, et tal on nagu suu siin, et ta nagu küllab ikka see suu.
Näed siin on näiteks. Nüüd on niimoodi. See näeb natuke selline täna kuidagi järsult, ma ei tea, kui näiteks vale suund. No, midagi sellist.
vaata, et siis nad on ühesugused. Mingid sellised nurgad näiteks. Võib-olla see nurk ka. See on roheline, see tausta. Miks? Ta lihtsalt peal.
Ei, ma sain aru.
Põhimõtteliselt jah, sellised kandilised nurgad. Siia saaks ka ühe. No näed, täpselt. Ja siis on päris hästi juba see kaader, siis võid nagu kõik nagu üle ja siis nad käivad nagu need jooned on liiga kõige tähtsamad asjad, sest kui nad vahepeal lähevad selliseks kuidagi veidraks ära, siis kogu see asi ei näe nii hea välja. Aga noh, see kaader on väga okei juba. See on kindlasti mingi kaader, mis läheks kuidas siis lambaga läks lõpuks.
Ma tegin, need ei ole punased, see on normaalsed. Kui ma värvisin mõlemad
Sapa
mustad,
ka mõtli pealt üles alla käib.
siis on see mingi imelik segu.
Jah, selles mõttes, et kui valmis on, siis võib näiteks GIF-iks salvestada, võib postitada ka näiteks sinna üles, kui tahad, ei pea. Võid, aga jah, siit saab salvestada GIF-iks eksport just sellega.
Siis on see, et
hästi, väga. Pane natuke aeglasemaks seda animatsiooni. Ta liigub väga sirgelt jalga poole. Väga hea. Jah, sa tegid tagumised ja tumadamaks ikka. Mulle meeldib, et on selline hästi asjalik asju. Samas isegi väga näed.
Need priimud kuidagi ei liigu ka
no mina tegin vaata niimoodi, et ma liigutasin lihtsalt iga kord liigutasin nagu väljapoole. Jah, oligi. Ma võtsin ühe, võtsin esimest kaadri nagu. Tegin ainult liigu, siis võiks järgmist kaadri. Jah, see ongi kaugemal. Siis, näed, nüüd see läheb tagasi, aga sa saaksid veel kaugemale teha. Ja siis veel kaugemale nagu see liigub ennast kaugemale nagu. No praegu liigub edasi tagasi, võib ka olla muidugi. Aga see oli see, mida ma tegin nagu edasi.
See on see, kui sa paned selle üldmüüga, siis sa nagu üle
väga cool, sa saad selle GIF-iks ka saada. Mis peaks liikuma, kõik luuab väga hästi kuulsida liikuma.
Tegelikult see kitsi ja kadunud liigu
Jaa, see on sellepärast.
Ja see ongi see,
jah. Vist peaks vahepeal liikuma.
see ongi see, et kui sa animatsioonis sees, siis ta liigutab kiiremasti.
On jah?
On jah?
see esimene näeb
jah, siis ühel hetkel on tagumine jälle ka postsioonis. Ta peab ühel vaatel peab see esimene ots peab olema natuke väga suures.
See on muidu see, et väga peaks keha vaatama.
Selle väga annab vaatud, mis on kui nagu jälgima. See niimoodi ei näe nagu.
Ühe kaarte palgast ära, käendama see liigutama alguses korras ülemoodi.
Peaks tugevama valga. mulle see efekt, mis tal sulle piibril on. Mida see efekt, kui sa liigud, siis läheb element. Ja see on täiesti lahe. See on nagu valguse poole rohkem, üleval oleks mingi valgus või midagi. Et nagu sellised efektid vaata nagu tekivad. Sa päris hästi selle kohta nagu hakkavad sellega. Mida, see ongi mõned asjad, mis kodades on ka. See on nii hea. Sa võid seda kipiks alles, seda postitada ka kõik.
Tuleb veel
seda või kipiks alles postitada ka esimene tahad. See on väga cool.
Nagu täpselt. Jaa, kusjuures see ongi, aga sellepärast on raske ka teha. See ongi challenge. See on võib-olla mõne aegades ära öelda. Ma salvestan mingi. Efektne. Ma tahaks musta vastu ja ei ole vist, sest ta on poolelda roheline.
Päris musta.
See läheb nüüd küll.
See on nii ratu lihtsalt, see on täiesti ratu. Lampi tegin.
Jaa, muidugi, selles mõttes, et...
Jätte lapsi.
Jah, ei, see on see, kuidas me teevad ka hästi. Ei, see on väga hea viis, kuidas siis on teha, kui nagu pärast natuke valistada. Aga... See näeb küll nagu, see näeb jälle mingi vaim.
See on nagu selle kontakti tahaks nagu sisse.
See on liiga palju vaadanud seda küll.
Ma olen sama palju sina vaadanud.
Ei ole seda vaadanud. Midagi ütlevad seda veel nagu seina. Vahel ma küll ei viitsik praegu kõigile neid ääri asju teha. See teeb nii palju paremaks.
Sa peadki tegema selle igale kaartile, et sa vaadad animatsioon või süte
oleneb. Kui selles mõttes, et siin ma selle nii-öelda valguse ma liigutasin, kui on suurem jupid nagu on keerulisem teha, siis peaks kindlasti tegema mingid asjad peale. Ja siin ma igas kaadris liigutasin täna nagu neid varje asju. Aga see ümbrus on aegsem küll võinud varem teha vabalt ja aga siis ikkagi peab seda muutma, tööd käima panna.
Praegu on see, et selle piirjoone seal on nagu üks piksel, kus meil on mingid pikslid erinevad kaadrid, siis see tuleb sinna.
ja, jah. See nokid seda pärast.
jah.
natuke nagu kappat või?
ja, ma tahtsingi teha sellist lipat, ja selline toomisi. Rõõmus. Väga lihtsalt saab jah, mingi iseloomu on kuskil liikunud. Nagu see iseloomu on.
Ta on praegu natuke hästi matemaatikaga ennast nüüd lahti. jah, lõhka keegi.
selle koerale oli korraks sima punased, sest seda liikudes mingid südame. See kass või? Okei. Ta on keel.
See on koer.
Tolmuefekti. Ei saaks küll, jah, saaks muidugi. Absoluutselt seda saaks ka hästi. jah. jah, no ta võiks saaks liikuma, panna liikuma seda tuleb uuesti nagu. No samamoodi nagu mul see karv selja peal. Tegin muidugi väga kiiresti. Hüpnokass.
jah, see oli see, mis ma praegu täpselt.
Kas see ka uuega oli see? See
kedagi, jah.
lubatud. Ja tegite seda valgusega, tegin valgusega, et liigub, valgus liigub. Huvides, et seal see hakkab. Jah, ma mõtlesin küll, selles mõttes, et noh, seal on selle lihtsustatud on okei, aga mõtlesin, et peaks huvitav, siis peaks erinevad. Muidugi oleks küll, aga inimesed võiks natuke suured mitte palju, aga kõrgelt. Siis on päris lahendada. Erinevad inimesed. Mul on endal ka täiega, ma tahaks teha seda kõige peale. Sellest, kui sa seda veel edasi võiksid, seda ikkagi ma tean Liinist on midagi seda juures. Isegi valgus vaatad joonedele.
Ehk siis sulgus Liine ases kõik.
jaa, on eksportis kui GIF ja siis vaata, et sul see animatsiooni kiirus oleks
mõte on hea kool.
no selline, kuidas sulle sobib.
ja kui seda kuskil üles laadida, siis viidid seda 3 korda kõiki freime.
oota, aga see oli, kuhu see oli? Twitterist. GIF-i ei saa üles panna, kui sul on
ei no, selles mõttes konverdi selle videoks. ja siis on see, et see koht, kus see ära lõpetab, siis on mõnus paus sees, see ära. ja siis peab mingi õigesse suurt taiu, et on mingi eristamist, paneme mõõta skill'id täiesti üles ja
Facebookis on sama pannud.
Facebooki otseselt kasutas ilma keegi.
sai ka
Facebookis vist on jah.
Tõesti, panin otse GIF-i ja see on sama mõttes, muidu pisikene Twitter, aga toimib.
ei, Facebookis vist oli fine.
mitte jah, mõistutada Facebookis.
ma pean Leene
jaa, see peab suuremaks ka lasta, kus tuleb panema.
see on ka täitsa tõe.
see 32.
Chinese King Apocalypse.
see ei ole teie mingi Anti-Aliasing väikse ämblika ja siis saad midagi.
mina näiteks tean, et talumus, et ta nagu ta mängib nagu, seal võiks vesi olla või midagi, siis ta teeb sellega nagu.
ma olen seda pistit.
Kus see taust on just?
sa võid teise layer'i teha ja siis värvida seda ära.
Siis ma mõtlesin, miks see nii teeb kakust värvi koostast. Ta pole ära määranud, ta taustast.
ja ta on kollane vist või?
no oleneb täiesti erinevalt kindlasti.
nii, kuidas sul siis? sa lähed Helsingis? millal? kus sa said seda? Šutisid? see ei sobesta. ei, see peab sulanud selline. milleks tegid selle peale?
oli veel üles on selline päevase ja vajaselt kuuma. mina olen
suures Leene.
ma panin 10 korda suurus, aga see tuleb panna kuskile GIF-isse.
jah, sa seda võtta lingina üles võtta. mida ise konvertib kohe ilusti.
lingina ma panen nagu, aga ma panen GIF-isse.
mis sa tegid? aga seda niimoodi on üldse ei ole. okei. õppisid midagi või? proovi. see on päris lahe. mulle meeldib see konflikt, kuidas ta ühel hetkel hästi üles ei lähe. ei, see sobib hästi. mis ta tegi sinuga? Ah no, tõusid
tegemist. Tšau. Oh my god, mis juhtub?
Tuleb kihvisse olemas.
Pean jah. Pean jah. Oh well.
Nüüd on kättprook.
Kättprook jah. What?